I would like to welcome you to this meeting. It is an honor for me to welcome you to this workshop on debt, where we will discuss issues around the impact of debt restructuring, and member states' experiences with debt management. Many African countries are going through difficult time in relation to debt management because of COVID-19 and the Ukraine crisis. The crises have negatively affected the fiscal performance of African countries, and in 2019, debt to GDP ratio was 57%, but by 2021, it was 66%. This increase in the debt burden was attributable to the increase in spending on health and other crisis mitigation and recovery efforts. So African countries have limited fiscal space, as you know, which weakens domestic currencies and create further and further problems with debt servicing and debt accumulation. So more recently, the debt to GDP ratio for oil importing African countries peaked at 73% in 2022 because of skyrocketing energy costs brought about by the crisis. Compounded global crisis has exacerbated the debt distress for a number of African countries. So recently, the number of countries under debt distress was 16 countries, and 7 African countries were already in both external and internal public debt distress. 16 African countries 16 countries were classified by IMF at high risk of external debt distress, and 7 countries are already under debt distress. In supporting member states, the ECA launched the Liquidity and Sustainability Facility, which is designed to lower liquidity premiums and enhance sovereign access to international bond markets for African countries through a regional repo market that conforms to international norms, with the potential to save an estimated $11 billion over the next 5 years on borrowing costs. The facility is already fully operational and has attracted interest from a number of significant international asset managers. Its potential value in the first year might reach up to $30 billion. This will be presented today, as well as other work done by MGD on debt, and also we will have presentations by some member countries, and presentation by Abebe Shimelis. As ECA, we are here to serve our member states, and the main aim of this workshop is to share knowledge and experience on debt management issues. So debt sustainability is a major issue that we are going to discuss today. And other areas of work that are related to issues of financing and, of course, debt management, which we are involved in at the Macroeconomics and Governance Division of ECA, include public sector finance and issues of domestic resource mobilization with a focus on taxation. So let me take this opportunity to thank you all for making the time to come to contribute to discussion during this meeting and to share with us experiences from your countries. In the end, Our objective is to strengthen what we have started to work on recently with leaders from all over Africa, especially finance ministers, to have common voice, common agenda on debt sustainability issues that will help us work with partners, international partners on debt issues and also on broader issues of taxation and finance in general. So after this meeting, we will continue to work with all of you and with international partners on issues of debt management and debt sustainability. I'm not going to delve into further details. I'm sure you are all aware of the work done by ECA to support African finance ministers to negotiate reallocation of SDRs and to also negotiate with partners on issues of tax compact through the United Nations. So with having said this, I wish you all very fruitful deliberation during this meeting.